As far as the official reaction poll, it came only from the army, the IDF, saying that it cannot verify the claims of Hamas. Therefore, it is not exactly certain what exactly happened. The name also has not been published. We do not know which female hostage Hamas is talking about. As far as other official response from the government, there has not been such. And the public, of course, is furious. The public has been protesting in order to find some kind of a deal that would release the hostages for more than a year now, and the fact that yet another hostage who may have been saved but maybe is now dead is outrageous. And the protesters are saying on the Saturday night weekly protests, and not only there, other protests are held throughout the country, and people are saying if there are roughly 50 hostages still alive, they can be saved if some kind of a deal is reached now. If a deal is reached within a week, then someone else may die. Here we're speaking of a hostage that may have been saved but is now dead, according to Hamas. So outrage regarding that. And there are a lot of calls in Israel saying that as Hamas is weakened, this is the time to go for a deal, since Israel could perhaps renew the war after a 6-week pause, if this is what the ceasefire deal will call for. This is something that Israel can do, especially if the Trump administration comes in, looking with the first candidates being picked for the different posts in the Trump administration. It's perhaps an administration that would allow the Israeli government to go on with the war after a 6-week pause. The public is demanding a ceasefire deal and a hostage deal. So far, it is not happening.
And Jonathan, what's the latest in the conflict between Hezbollah and Israel?
It's been quite a violent day, especially this time on the Israeli side. We've seen more than 100 rockets fired to Israel at this time, late afternoon, and to various ranges, the Tel Aviv metropolitan area. So two different alarms, two different sirens this day, one in the morning, one in the early afternoon, especially the northern outskirts of Tel Aviv. So the areas in the north, which experience daily and quite frequent sirens, the Haifa metropolitan area. Therefore, quite a violent day. I think that not only Israel senses that a ceasefire is deal and it's about to take an uptick in actions, Hezbollah feels that as well. It seems as if both sides are trying to make gains now and make gains fast, since they both understand that maybe in a week or so there will be some kind of a ceasefire deal, and whatever they will not achieve now might not be achieved at all. That is why I think we're seeing some kind of an uptick in actions on both sides.